Hey everybody, welcome to Valentine TV once again. I made it short, but it wasn't the 3 minutes didn't do it justice, y'all. But anyway, this reaction is coming from Tisa Tales. Um, y'all. Oh, as you come in, please hit that like, subscribe button. I surely would appreciate it, okay? Y'all, Diddy is trying to get Cassie to testify Monday and some more next week because they wasted their time. Diddy writing notes, giving it to them, so they didn't get to ask her what they really probably wanted to ask us and say are true lawyers. They was reading out everything Diddy wanted to ask her, right? So now they want her to come back in Monday. So they waiting on the judge's decision, even though the judge is hot. He hot because she only had 2 days. They told, I don't know if it was the doctor or who, told her she could have 2 days. Because I don't know if it's a rule, like if she go and label something and she still ain't finished testifying, there's a mistrial. I don't know how that go. I don't. But that's what's Tisa, as you can see, that her ooh, that her thumbnail is called Mistrial Shocker. I hope not. But anyway, he wasted his own time. He wasted his own freaking time. He should have let his lawyers that he pay all that money to do their job instead of him trying to take over and still end up looking crazy. And this is all my opinion. This is Valentine TV also. This is a pro Cassie page. Just so anybody that wants to know, that's what I talk about, okay? With her. But anyway, I'm gonna let Tisa explain to y'all because when I seen that, I tried to put it on my short. Wasn't long enough. 3 minutes wasn't long enough. All right, so here we go, y'all. I'm trying. I be trying not to mess up because I will mess up some stuff. Here we go. Let's try. Here we go.
Hey, what's up, you guys? How y'all doing today? Well, baby, if you are Sean Diddy Combs, you are still trying to, in my opinion, harass Cassie. What is going on? Prosecutors are engaged in the fight of their life against Diddy's team. Diddy's team is trying to make Cassie come out on Monday and testify into the next week. The prosecution is doing everything they can to limit defense's attempt to harass Cassie and do nothing. What is at the root of this? The root of this is the fact that and I was in the court, so I can actually tell you guys
Thank
what happened.
God.
The root of this is the fact that Diddy used precious time when he should have been trying to poke holes in Cassie's stories into getting sound bites so he could run those to blogs and legacy media, and he could literally play the same sick mind games he's played with Cassie the whole time. It sounds far-fetched, but I'm gonna break it down for you. Why?
Listen, I bet you this. I bet Cassie knows it's a freaking game because she's been through it so many times. And y'all, excuse me, I'm trying to fix something over here on this side. But I bet Cassie knows it's a game, and I bet Cassie's husband's gonna be like, no, because they got 2 daughters. This is a little boy. So the daddy wants the little boy. You know what I'm saying? He got 2 daughters now. This is a boy, and I don't know why Diddy should have left him alone instead of paying. Like I'm going by what Tisa said that paying the media like what $7 million or seven something to put stuff in their blogs, like misinformation in the blogs, like he got it going on, like he didn't want a case, like stuff like that. Instead of just letting the trial go, let the lawyers you paying all that money to do what you paid them. Okay, I'm hot.
It is exactly what is going on. Okay, first of all, okay, and this slipped under a lot of people's radar, but the prosecutors, okay, let's give a shout out to Emily and I believe, of course, Maureen Comey. Let's give a shout out to them. They did the thing. Even when it looked like Cassie had lost the jury, they came back and said, yeah, nah,
Baby.
no, 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 no.
That's right.
Anyway, if you want to know what I'm talking about, go watch those lives. But listen to this. Diddy's prosecutors are asking the judge to limit Cassie questioning because early labor could cause a mistrial. You guys, it has been said, and I said this from the beginning, the way they're treating Cassie, it's almost like they want her to go into labor. They want a mistrial. I don't care what you guys heard on the blogs. Okay, I was in the courtroom. Diddy took control of the cross examination. The cross examination is supposed to be you poking holes in people's stories. Because if I come there and I say, hi, my name is Tisa and I have curly hair, right? And if you don't poke holes in my story on cross examination, the jury must accept my name is Tisa and I have curly hair. The job of cross examination is not to S shame somebody.
Oh, shoot. I'm always messing with stuff, y'all. I'm sorry about that. But anyway, y'all see what I'm trying to do and say, right? All right. I'm going to leave it alone. All right. Come on, Tisa. Come on back here. 1 second, y'all. Might have to do it like this. Wait, y'all. I'm trying to make sure my wife. Oh my good Lord. All right. So anyway, me and you. All right, y'all. I'm gonna have to tell y'all myself then. Okay, it ain't no problem. But listen, Diddy had a chance to show, let his lawyers of a million. It's me just exaggerating, but his lawyers of a million um do what he was paying them to do, but no, he sees Cassie. He see Cassie. He wants to take over. That's what that was.
And if you don't poke holes in my
I don't
story on
know.
cross examination,
You
the
scared
jury
me.
must accept my name is Tisa and I have curly hair. The job of cross examination is not to S shame somebody. It's not to make somebody look stupid. It's not to literally rehash a 10-year feud. The time is to be like, you say your name is Tisa with curly hair, but this is not a picture of you with a straight 30-inch bust down. This is not a picture of you with your hair pulled back in a bun. You need to introduce evidence that directly shows that what I'm saying is a lie. Cassie said that Diddy sex trafficked her and beat her mercilessly. You need TV in order for it to be sex trafficking. You need the force, you need the coercion.
Okay.
Cassie said that Diddy did A, B, and C. Diddy never said he didn't do A, B, and C. He
Exactly.
didn't offer proof he didn't do A, B, and C. He came with a bunch of excuses like, "Why? I was a drug addict. Why? I think you used me. Why? You just wanted the album." Okay, Diddy. And this goes for the legal minds. Even if everything you said about Cassie is true, how does that change what she said, what you did to her? Because what you did to her was illegal. Okay? Sleeping with a celebrity is not illegal. Cheating on you, and Cassie said they was broken up the whole time, is not illegal. Anyway, Diddy used up, and in my lives, I ran out of the courtroom and said, Diddy used up precious
She
time
did.
trying to make Cassie look stupid and get a grudge back because during cross examination, he literally took over his defense. He was writing notes and passing them to the defense to actually ask Cassie. Those lawyers didn't get one of their own questions out. Diddy was the one asking, and that's why they wasted all that time. Well, guess what? Now that they wasted all that time, Diddy's lawyers are now saying, hold on. Mark Agnifili was like, yeah, Anna, we need to review the transcript over the weekend. And there might be a chance we might have to call Cassie Ventura back to testify. Judge Aaron was like, excuse me.
No, man. Okay. Wait a minute. Wait.
Are asking Judge Aaron Submaranian to limit, and he's been doing a really, really good job. I'm not going to lie. In the beginning, I was concerned that he wasn't familiar with the legal finesse. He was a clerk for a Supreme Court justice, I think Justice Ginsburg. He was a clerk for a Supreme Court justice. He was very, very smart. He knows the law like the back of his hands, but you also need to know the legal finesse. I don't care. Listen, somebody can read you the law all day. The law is a game, okay? And if you know the rules and if you can bend them to your favor, you will win. Diddy is not trying to win on the facts because the facts aren't on his side.
Right.
Diddy is trying to win by public opinion and playing legal games. I was concerned.
And y'all know, I don't think Cassie's husband is going for it because Cassie said she felt better that she got the release. She didn't release now. She said she wouldn't get nothing for coming to, to do this. She wouldn't get nothing out of it. She just wanted to get all of that stuff off her mind. You know, you just got to talk stuff out, get it out. Said she didn't do that. So do y'all think she'll actually come back to? Do y'all think? And plus, they got all them other darn witnesses that's coming. Okay, that's what I'm thinking. Wait till she had a baby. He'll still be on trial, maybe. But I don't think her husband, I don't think he's going to let her come back. I wouldn't want to come back. Unless they're going to turn him loose.
That Judge Aaron did not know the legal finesse. However, it looks like we were concerned for no reason because even though he might not know the legal finesse, Judge Aaron is a very, very quick learner. And it took 2, maybe 3 days of Mark Agnifilio's games for Judge Aaron to be like, now clock this T, Mark, and sitting him down. Now when Mark starts, Yana, he's like, yeah, clock it. Sit down, Mark.
Sit it.
So he's taking control of his courtroom, and this does not bode well for Diddy. But Diddy's still going to try because he is spending at this point north of $15 million already, and he will spend more. Not even to mention the alleged $7 million he's paying to buy off blogs and plant stories in mainstream media and amplify that with like paying people $20 to wear free Diddy shirts and like literally. So in his mind, I believe he thinks, because I saw it in court. If you want to see exactly what I saw, go watch the live stream. By the way, I'll be live tonight. I think we're going to do the Diddy Fantasy Ring where we're going to review everything. We're going to review what he's been charged with, and we're going to review whether or not the government has enough to convict him. But in any case, Diddy wasted his time harassing Cassie on the stand and trying to look like a ho so he could amplify that in the blogs because he still thinks this is about public image when at the end of the day, this is about you about to go to jail for your life. That's just me. Anyway, right? In a letter dated Friday, May 16th, the U.S. attorneys pointed out that Cassie's cross-examination will have lasted 2 full days, several hours long.
Oh my God. Okay, y'all. Okay, hold on 1 second. I just heard myself saying that. All right, y'all. 1 second. 1 second. Okay. All right. Why is it like... Yeah. Okay. Let's just do it right here. Come on, Tisa. Come on, buddy. Okay. Yo. Shoot. What is going on?
In a letter dated Friday, May 16th, the U.S. attorneys...
Oh my God. Okay, let's get it. We gotta get it, y'all. I'm gonna let it play through, Tisa. I'm sorry. When I get it back. Okay. Okay, come on. Y'all, just bear with me, please. Just please. Just give me a second. Y'all see me about to try it by myself? Or try to be a content creator instead of reaction channel. All right, y'all. Dang it. What is it? Why? What is going on? All right. Okay, 1 second. Let me let it catch. I might be like hitting it too fast. I don't know. Just let me let the film. Okay. All right. Patience.
Because he still thinks this is about public image, when at the end of the day, this is about you about to go to jail for your life. That's just me. Anyway, right? In a letter dated Friday, May 16th, the U.S. attorneys pointed out that Cassie's cross-examination will have lasted 2 full days,
I have to get it right, y'all.
several hours longer than her direct examination. Cross-examination almost never lasts as long as direct examination, okay? Allowing her cross-examination to extend into next week, as Diddy's team is requesting, could result in a mistrial if Cassie, who is 8.5 months pregnant,
Right.
goes into labor. Okay? They are expecting their third baby. They are having a little boy. Congratulations, Cassie and Alex. Here's what the prosecution said. Now, if you watch me in the courtroom, because I go to court Monday through Friday, and I run out during the court to give you guys updates. I know things are live tweeted in the snap, but there's something about having somebody like me coming out and giving you my take, which kind of puts things a little bit more in perspective. At the very least, I think it does add something of value to the
It
conversation,
does.
right?
It
I said a
does.
while back, when it happened, that Diddy wasted his cross-examination messing with Cassie. Well, guess what? And Friday, the prosecutors agreed, and they said the inefficiency of the cross-examination yesterday raises the inference that the defendant hopes to accomplish precisely that outcome, basically hoping to drag it out till Cassie goes into labor. Given the ample time the defense has had to prepare for this cross-examination, the inefficiency of today's proceedings appears to have been a filibuster. The prosecution added that limited Cassie's cross-examination would also protect her. They said the requested limitation is proper here to protect Cassie from undue harassment. Remember, and you guys, I told you guys that Wednesday and Thursday, Diddy is in control of his prosecution. He's passing
Yeah.
his prosecution weirdo questions to harass her, to intimidate, to control
He
her.
tried.
And I get that a lot of people that don't understand the law and how cross-examination is going to go didn't see that. But what plays out for the blogs and the news media is not what lands when you're trying to prove a legal case. Again, 2 days later, the prosecution wrote a letter agreeing with our take, guys. Also, hit those notifications. They said, the requested limitation is proper here to protect Ms. Ventura from undue harassment, especially given her pregnancy and embarrassment. For example, when defense counsel insists on displaying and reading cumulative sexually explicit messages while the witnesses on the stand, they actually did that, and the judge cut it off because the judge, and Diddy was demanding that they have Cassie play it. Again, Diddy was writing notes, passing it. He was
Look,
running, snapping
pull
his
up
finger.
and
He was
stand
running the whole
Diddy.
show. The judge literally said,
Stand Diddy.
stop. Where is this going? Where are you going? Why are you reading this? What value does this have? How does this add to anything? So much so that the defense had to stop and knock it off. Throughout Cassie's time on the stand, Cassie has gone into vivid detail about the alleged nature of her relationship with Diddy. She said she had sores in her mouth, frequent UTIs that were so painful, but he still forced her to go through the freak off. And of course, an opioid addiction that she is on that she will have to live with for the rest of her life.
And y'all tell me, how can somebody love you that make you do that? Sores in your mouth, so many UTIs you can't even count. And then the pain, and then to make you even on your menstrual, all of that, y'all. Man. And man, you wait till Tisa get finished talking.
They said the court should give significant weight to the government's repeatedly articulated concerns regarding Cassie's health and safety, which were forecast and discussed extensively months in advance of this trial. Diddy's team actually agreed that Cassie can go after Friday. Anyway, we are disappointed. Listen, in any case, what do y'all think, right? What do y'all think? I think that the judge is not going to order this. Diddy's team is acting like they can never run a clock to court. There is a limit to everything. Diddy said that he was fine with Cassie ending it Friday. Everybody knew it was going to end. The prosecution ended early just so the defense could have double the time that they had with Cassie. At the end of the day, I do think this motion is going to be denied. But again, I want everybody that thinks Diddy is going to get off on this to realize the only defense Diddy seems to be putting up right now is dirty, albeit useless tricks. And if this man is so innocent, if he got so many facts on his side, where are they? Because again, where are they? Anyway, y'all, let me know what you think in the comments. I will talk to y'all later.
Yeah. What do y'all think? Tell me. I'm reading the comments now. Okay. And also, y'all, I was watching Ticket TV. I started to record it, but I did not. And no, I don't mind putting other channels because I react to them. I don't mind saying their names while I'm on somebody else's, but you know what I mean. Um, People was trying to get Ticket to say that Cassie was a what's the number? Wait, 304 was a 304, right? So they're trying on Tickets TV trying Ticket was lit. Boy, y'all need to go watch that one. He lit in. He said, "Oh, I most definitely admit it. I most definitely say it." Yeah, and then he went on to say that, but not in a neg. You know what I mean? And then he was like, "Yeah." He even called out somebody's channel. I forgot the name of that channel. And he said, "Yeah, all y'all always crying about y'all's girlfriends or your wives. Don't submit, don't submit, don't submit." The Cassie submitted. She submitted to whatever Diddy wanted her to do. She submitted. So now y'all want to call her 304? Yes, she's 304. Then he played something from Dr. Phil about yeah, the reason that she was so nice to him is they called it some kind of, y'all know that I'm not a psychologist, psychiatrist, none of that. Okay? But anyway, go watch Ticket TV and you'll see it. They want me to call is Cassie a 304 or something about swingers, stuff like that. Talking about most of the people, married people, even married people are swingers, and what do you call that? And y'all just wish y'all had a woman that could do that, but just so happened Cassie had to come out in the public and tell all her business because of what Diddy was doing to her and stuff like that. Yeah. So he said, yeah, she's 304. She did whatever her man told her to do, though. So, all right. Anyway, that's it. That's all I got. Since y'all don't want to ask me nothing, y'all ain't got nothing to say. Did you hit the like button for me? Huh? Did you subscribe? No, but if you didn't subscribe, please subscribe and hit the like button. I'm going to let this one go right here because these likes about to burn me up. All right? And I'll talk to y'all later, okay? All right. Thank y'all for coming to Valentine TV.